Right now, I'm a bit late to filming this. The day I'm filming this, 3 in the morning, and it's the 19th of May, 2020. This video was originally created July 1st, 2019. I don't know why I've been putting it off. Honestly, I think partly was because I just completely forgot about it. But I couldn't sleep tonight, so I thought, and for some reason I thought of this, and I thought, you know what, I might as well see how far I've gone. And it turns out I more or less finished the entire video. I just didn't do the outro or export it. This is just, as by the title, is the behind the scenes of my wedding video, which was uploaded, you know, August or September time last year. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you do. Okay, so we'll get into the video in a minute, but I completely forgot that one of my housemates took my wider lens, so I'm gonna have to set you up on a tripod real quick. Give me a second. So basically what I'm doing is I'm documenting like the behind the scenes of how I went and made my cousin's wedding video. So my cousin, she's Welsh, some part of Wales, that was where she was born. I'm half Welsh from my dad's side, all of that family. She's getting married on the 10th of August 2019, and I have been asked to create a wedding video for them. I asked if she wanted kind of just like highlights of the wedding, just randomly cut together, not really much of an edit, or she wanted something more cinematic, like something like this. Sunlight comes creeping in, illuminates our skin. Just a quick clip because I can't actually show the whole thing because it's not my video. But she said she wanted something like that, something cinematic. So what I'm wanting to do is kind of document the behind the scenes of how I went around learning how to do it and the planning of it. So already what she has done has given me a rough schedule of everything, because I asked her when everything was happening and where, so that I would know how to plan the shots, because obviously I need to know what exactly is happening. I've never actually attended a wedding before. I attended one when I was 1. That was my parents, but I don't remember any of it. So I don't actually know how weddings work. So schedule helps so that I know what shots I can get and how to tell the story. What I've also asked for is for her to send me their first dance music, because that's the sort of music I want to play in the background, and that music is this. Yeah, that one. You may recognize it. It's quite an old song, but I'm wanting to try and find a slower version of it, like a more romantic version for the video itself, so that when she then watches it back, she cries. I'll go on my laptop now and I'll show you literally all I've done so far, and then next time it progresses, because today is the 14th of July and I'm not sure when I'm going to get like the full schedule or when I'm going to start planning the shots, but I'll try and film everything, and we'll see what happens from there. And obviously I'll try and document the behind the scenes whilst I'm actually on the shoot at the wedding as well. We're on my laptop now, and basically all I have done is, in my hard drive, I've got a folder named Weddings, Hannah and Aaron, just in case I end up doing more because of this, because it's so good. But the schedule is here, and then inside the schedule, all it has so far is literally just this. So this is all she's given me in a text message. I've been messaging her on Facebook. This is all she's given me. This is just a kind of rough copy. The ceremony for the actual wedding I cannot film, so that starts at 11, but I'll be filming before that. So if they're getting their hair and makeup done by 9, I also need to mention I'm driving there on my own, and it's in Wales somewhere, so it's going to be a couple-hour drive. Actually, I'll try to find out now. Yeah, so it's a 2-hour drive from my house to this place, and basically I'm gonna have to get there. She said hair and makeup done by 9, which means I'm gonna have to leave very early. So basically how I'm learning how to make it is off YouTube videos and the best way to shoot wedding videos and stuff, because obviously I've never done anything like this before, so I need to learn from people who are professionals who have done it before, and that's what I'm doing, just watching YouTube and learning that way. And so what I'm planning on doing is kind of close-ups of her doing her hair, her smiling, Aaron getting his suit on, his reactions with his mates in his room, and basically they're just them getting ready. The photographer is also going to be there, so how it's laid out, there's a top floor and there's a bottom floor. Aaron's on the bottom with his boys, and then she's on the floor above. And then Paul is the photographer. He's going to be taking pictures of Aaron, for example, whilst I'm filming Hannah. And then after however long, we're then going to swap. So I'm going to run downstairs, Paul's going to run upstairs, I'm going to film Aaron, he can take pictures of Hannah. So we're gonna have to try and swap, do all that by 9, get all the shots I want, which is why I need to plan exactly what shots I need and what shots I want. I also need to find pictures of the place so I can know how much space I've got, which I'll do on Google Images now. But once all that's done by 9, I then have to get to the ceremony place and film people arriving, because I want to try and get people arriving, their reactions, turning up in the cars and stuff. I also need to be able to park. And then 11 o'clock ceremony, the fizz and everything I also need to capture, people being called into the main room, and then the speeches I want to capture. I'm probably not going to do much of an edit on the speeches just because they're going to want to hear their grandparents and stuff doing proper speeches. Film their first dance, which is when obviously the music then syncs up. I'm not sure when to do it first. I might do, when it says here, Aaron and Hannah Park Howard for pictures, is when I'm going to then reveal the dress and the suit, and then the music's kind of going to drop there, and then I'll then continue through to the main room, speeches, first dance and so on, and then I can go after that pretty much. But I need to plan everything, I need to know what everything looks like to be able to actually plan what shots I need. But yeah, this is what I've got for the schedule so far, and then inside here is just where the PC clips are. But this is going to be filled with like my vlogs and any other plans that I happen to plan. It's the Stradley Park Hotel. Okay, so I'm guessing, why can this not be HD? Okay, so this is what I'm guessing this looks like the ceremony. So this is what the ceremonies are gonna look like. This is what I cannot film, but I'm kind of hoping, I think this is the room that she's gonna be in. Luckily, because it's a bridal suite, it's much bigger. So I've actually gonna have a lot of room. This is assuming that this is the room. So all I've got for now is assumptions and hoping that it's right so that I can actually plan for this. But that looks like that's the bridal suite, which, well, I mean, it is the bridal suite, it says there. So I'm guessing if this actually looks like it's the only room, so I'm gonna have a lot of room. Her makeup and hair's gonna be over there. I'm gonna have quite a lot of room to move around and get some shots. I've also ordered a gimbal, so I'm gonna be setting that up. Hopefully that's arriving tomorrow, so I may film myself setting it up somehow. I've only got one camera, but I might use my phone or whatever. And that'll make it a lot easier to be able to get smooth shots. But if that's the suite, then no problems there. I can probably, honestly, as long as I've got the shots that I want, I can just turn up there and wing it. That's kind of what it's going to end up being. Because unless I can somehow, that's the thing, with these sort of shoots, and any shoots really, weddings or anything else, you kind of need to do a location scout. So you need to go to the location, have a look around the room, have a feel for the room in person so you know exactly how much room we've got. Knowing where the people's going to be, it needs them so much easier to plan the shots, and when I get there, I can just do it perfect. But because of the fact that I'm not going to drive 2 hours and not even being able to see this suite most likely, it's literally going to be winging it apart from pictures and literally just the shots I want in my head. So if I want close-ups of her hair being done, her face, I'm going to have to move around the people that are in there and hope for the best. I may message her asking how many people are going to be in the room, but otherwise it's literally just going to be winging it. And then he, I believe, is just down below. So I'm going to see if I can find a like a floor plan. Oh, what's it called? I'll just search floor plan. Okay, well I can't find a floor plan. That's pretty much the only room I can see for now, the bridal suite. And then the ceremony is that first picture I clicked on, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be winging it. But let's see, what about the park? They said it was called Park Howard. I want to get a shot like this actually as well with Aaron and all his mates. Oh, actually, if you've ever watched Hangover, there's this clip here that I'm throwing on screen now when it's, whose wedding is it? Alan's wedding. I'm pretty sure it's Alan's wedding. And then has all 4 of them walking, all in their suit and ties, and it kind of flashes back and forth to like the other films when they were walking together. I want to get a shot like that now that I think about it. Actually, let me write that down before I forget. So I'm gonna make a shot plan temporarily. I was literally just gonna write it down in Word for now. The thing is, I don't want to reveal Aaron's suit until later on, so I'll probably have to like do I don't know. No question mark on that one. People arriving. I need suit and dress reveal at. Did she say Park Howard or Howard Park? Probably doesn't make a difference, does it? But yeah, she said Park Howard. Howard. I'm not sure how to end it yet because I haven't watched many YouTube videos, but that's pretty much how it's gonna go. I don't know what the park looks like, so I can't plan that. But I'm pretty much just gonna have to shadow the photographer because he knows what he's doing. That's pretty much all I've done so far. I've just kind of got a rough schedule, rough shot list, and I'll probably take a screenshot of some of these pictures just to save them so I don't have to keep going on the website. But that's it for But that's it for now, I guess, and I'll see you again next time I get an update with the proper 100% complete schedule, and also once I've looked into videos a bit more. We'll just see what happens in a later date, and I'll, yeah, okay, cool. It's gonna be cut together anyway, so I'll see you in a later date.
Okay, so it's another day, and basically the update is the wedding is tomorrow. Actually, in fact, the wedding is in 9 hours or something like that. I've actually seen the location now, so I've actually done like a little bit of a location scout, and I've seen the location, I've seen the rooms where I'm going to be filming, and I know how much room I've got to actually move around, and I'm just charging everything. So my things are on charge there, so that's the gimbal charger, the gimbal batteries, and then the camera batteries are on charge there, and those are the things that are already charged, and my suit is already hanging up ready, and yeah, I literally just got to go to sleep, get in there for 8:30 tomorrow, so I can actually practice the moves and see what looks good and what doesn't, because the issue is that I didn't think about is I can't actually see my camera screen when I'm using the gimbal. Yeah, so because I can't see the screen, I have to get a separate monitor that connects to the end of the gimbal so I can actually see what I'm filming. But because I don't have that, I'm gonna have to practice filming tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do some test recordings, sit down, see how they look, and then basically I've got about half an hour, so 9 o'clock is when I'm officially gonna start filming for the wedding. And I already know what I want to do. I already know the layout. I've got storyboards in my head. Should have rewritten it down. I'm quite under prepared, but like if I do any more weddings in the future, I'll try and see if I can go to the location beforehand and get storyboards and shot lists and all that properly done. But this time I was kind of on a whim and couldn't see the location or anything like that, so I couldn't really do much until today anyway. And I'm hoping it'll be an alright behind the scenes. It's quite boring so far because it's just me sitting down at my desk and now me lying down on the bed, but hopefully tomorrow it gets a little bit more exciting when I'm actually filming it. I'm not sure how it'll work with filming behind the scenes because obviously I need 2 hands for the gimbal, so unless I can possibly ask my other cousins if she can record me with my phone whilst I'm doing it or something, I don't know. But yeah, so I guess just tomorrow it is.
Okay, so it's now the next morning. I'm actually making breakfast. It's 20 to 8, so I've got 20 minutes to still fry up all of this stuff, turn it into an omelette, tidy up, and then eat it. So I'm not sure if this is going to be possible. I might have to turn up the heat a little bit and hope that it just cooks a lot faster because I need it to just do its thing.
Okay, so that didn't go as planned. I was obviously rushing and stuff, and instead of it being a nice omelette like this, it looks like this. It's more like a scrambled egg with crap in.
Okay, so I'm actually here now, and I'm not sure who else is actually awake and stuff, so I kind of want to whisper because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, but I just got some shots of her. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but it's bloody boiling. I didn't realise it was that big. Luckily for the actual ceremony, I'm going to be using wearing a blazer jacket thing, so I'm going to go back down now, hopefully get some of the ceremony area whilst it's empty, and then possibly the boys at the bar, depending how it looks, because if it looks like they're just drowning in the sorrows, I probably shouldn't do that. I was going to take some establishing shots of the ceremony before everyone sat down, but it's not ready yet, so I can't do that. So instead, I'm going to go to Aaron's place now, Aaron's room, and see if he's there to try and get some shots of him getting ready before then going back upstairs to Hannah to get her getting ahead. Hello!
Do you really though?
Yeah, it's probably too old.
I've never done it.
Update. I filmed Aaron and that lot. I can't remember what I said last time actually. I haven't used this yet. Spent 300 quid or almost 300 quid. No, that's a lie, 190 quid. To buy it, I haven't used it yet because there's really not as much room in the room as I thought it was going to be. So I've done all handhelds, just using this to try and stabilize. And yeah, so I'm going back down now to film Aaron leaving, and then after that I'll film the bride's leaving, and then the actual ceremony. So I'm just about to practice the move from the Hangover Part 3 that I was talking about with the wedding. I'm just about to practice that now, so I'll show myself practicing it, and then we're actually going to film it hopefully in the next couple minutes.
not much practice was needed really, but I'll probably set my phone up there when I'm actually doing the shot, because I haven't actually shown much behind the scenes because I've just been doing, I haven't been able to have set up the camera, so I'll try and do it from now on. But yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so it's almost at the actual time of the wedding, and I need to somehow film all the bridesmaids and her mum coming in and sitting down, and then also get back out here in time to film Hannah herself walking down the same path that I filmed Aaron and his friends walking down, just teasing the dress a bit more, because my plan is I'm not going to reveal it until the confetti. So the confetti is going to be like a big reveal of her dress and Aaron and both of them together after they're married. I'm just setting up the 50mm so I can get closer shots, and then I need to get all the settings and stuff ready now, so that I'm not rushing around doing it obviously when I actually need to film. Well, that's all done. Now I just need to wait for everyone to walk down here so I can film them, and then I need to go back through those doors and back into the room to film Alison, who is my auntie, Anna's mum, getting taken and sitting down, and then staying still, filming all the bridesmaids coming in one at a time, and then setting the camera up in the corner so I can film Aaron's reaction to Hannah coming in, because like I said, I don't want to reveal her. So Aaron's reaction as she comes in, him crying and stuff, and then I'm going to keep it on, oh, I just realised I want to keep it on I'm going to keep it on a wide angle to film the ceremony, but obviously I can't use that until after they've actually been married and revealed. So that's basically the plan.
Okay, so that shoot actually went quite well, I think. The last time that I okay, so I think that shoot went quite well. Me and Lewis are just waiting in the car right now, easy, just because we've got another like hour and 54 minutes or something like that until the first dance and the cut of the cake, which is the next day I need to film. So right now I am just on my laptop and I'm sorting out all of the footage once it actually copies all across. There's like, I didn't realize I filmed like 88 bits of footage, but I'm quite pleased with how it's gone so far, I think. But we'll see when I actually put it on the premiere how it looks. We'll see how it looks when I actually put it on Premiere, because it's a lot different to looking at an actual laptop on the big screen compared to just like a little screen on the camera. That's pretty much what I'm doing now. All I've been doing all day is just following the photographer pretty much to his photo shoot locations, because obviously wherever he's been doing it for 31 years. I talked to him. He's been doing it for 31 years. He's been doing it for 31 years. So I could keep repeating it until you. So wherever he thinks has got good lighting or something. I mean, I understand where good lighting and stuff is, but I'd rather, because he's got a better idea, because I'm pretty sure he's been there before. So I just follow him and just try and come up with filming ideas when I'm there. All I've done in the car is rename everything. So here's like a screenshot of me going through all the names, but I renamed everything in the car. So now, because it's currently today is Saturday, tomorrow I've got my birthday meeting thing. Monday I'm going to try and find some time to start editing it, and then Wednesday, well, I'm going to Budapest, so I'll be able to edit after Budapest. So I'm renaming it all now, so that I can, at least when I start editing, it'll be a little bit easier rather than having to go through it and everything on Monday. So that's what I did now. Now we're going back to the wedding and wait until they cut the cake and then do the first dance. And then once they've done the first dance, then we're pretty much going after that, after I've danced for a little bit. So yeah. Now I'm currently in this roof space. There's like a piano over there, there's an outdoor area here. Only problem is that it's really windy. It's like 40-mile-an-hour winds or something. So I think what I'm going to try and do, which the photographer said that suggested, I can make Hannah stand here so that the wind's blowing her thing back. I can then film from there. I'm going to try and like make it transition through the window, so that I'm going to film her and then try and go through the window, go around the other side, film from the other side really close to the window, and see if I can like do a seamless transition. I'm not sure what it will look like.
to then show her in front. And then what I might ask Aaron to do then is when I'm in front, have Aaron then come behind, like hug her from behind and then maybe kiss her, have a little kiss or something. I'm not sure yet. It's really hard to do behind the scenes, and because I've never done this before, it's quite hard to plan it and trying to think of, because at the moment I've got a lot of shots of them just having pictures taken of them and stuff, which obviously is quite boring from a video point of view. I want to get more movement, which obviously the dance helps with later on, but I want to get more stuff now. So we'll see how this turns out. I'll show on the screen when I've done it. So far, it's kind of so good, but I'm not going to be able to know if I've done it successfully until I actually start editing, which is going to be the fun part.
Because I'd already renamed all of the clips, it wasn't that difficult for me to actually take it into the editing process. All I have to do is go through each individual bit of footage that I recorded and basically just find the clips that I preferred and find the clips that I liked. I dragged them all into the timeline and downloaded the music. So I downloaded You and Me, I believe it's called, their first dance music, and I also ended up using the actual ceremony music, which I can't remember what it's called now, but it was the instrumental version of it, and I used that as the main backing music and then changed to the first dance music for the party and obviously their first dance. I decided to use those two simply because, well, I mean, they walked into that music, so I felt like it was fitting for them to watch the video with that music in the background, and it was obvious to use You and Me as the dance music for their first dance and also the party afterwards. So the editing process, I'm not going to go through a whole in depth because this video is already quite long, but I found all the clips I wanted to use, cut them with the music so that it cut on beats, slowed down all the footage so it was obviously slow motion, which is generally how you do a cinematic video. I filmed everything on 60 FPS so that I could at least decrease the speed by 40%, I think the maximum is. If you record in 60 FPS, bring it into Premiere as a 25 FPS or 30 FPS, depending which you want to do, you can do 40 or 50% without it going on jittery slow motion. So I did that for all the clips, cut them together with the music, and that's pretty much it. You just find the clips that you want to use, cut them on the beats. I can't remember if I did, but usually I set markers on the beats that I want the footage to cut to, decreased or increased the length of a certain clip if it is too short or too long, and I pretty much did everything that I planned to do. I showed glimpses of both of them getting ready back and forth until eventually the confetti happens on a bit of the music drop after the ceremony, and showed the entire dress, so showed her what he's wearing, showed what she's wearing as her dress, before it then transitioned into then the first dance music, and again just cut it to the beat. One thing that I do like about what I did with this wedding video, which after watching some more wedding videos and talking to other people after they watched it as well, something that's turning now into my style if I ever do any other wedding videos, is that I actually used the bits of the speeches and also bits of the ceremony when the, whatever you call them, the woman was talking as a backing voice above the music during the first part of the video, and I think that's quite nice. So like, as you're watching the video, you hear speeches from the brother, his dad. I can't remember if I used some of Hannah's as well, but also my granddad, Hannah's granddad, and I used that at the end because his speech was a really touching speech. All of them are really nice, but I really liked what he said in his speech, which he's got a really good way of words. So I used that at the end, before then cutting out the music, going straight to the ceremony, their kiss, and then continued the music then after that, which is quite a unique style of wedding video, because a lot of the time people just do full-on cinematic or whatever music they choose or the bride and groom want to use, and I use the music that they use for the actual ceremony, put the speeches in the background, and most people don't use that. Overall, this process of the wedding video, it was fun. I've never done anything like it before. I've always been interested, and this was a nice little opportunity. I was seeing as it was a family member. I didn't charge anything. They ended up giving me a bit of money anyway, but I didn't charge anything for it. And I do have another wedding video lined up, but quarantine hit, so that's gotta be postponed. But I've already got the deposit for that, so I'm definitely filming it. And if this video does well enough, I might do another behind the scenes without the whole research beforehand, because I don't have to do all that research now. So I'll just do the behind the scenes of when I'm actually filming it, and I'll try and actually get a second camera set up during filming. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be because it's quite difficult to try and film myself whilst I'm filming, because people are already conscious about the camera I'm holding. I don't want them being conscious of another camera that's filming me, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. set up a GoPro or something, I'm not sure, but I'll figure that out when I get to it. But if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. It was quite long and I apologise, but you know, this could help you. If it did help you and you're interested in wedding videos, let me know if you happen to watch this. The link to the full wedding video, the final product, is in the description below, so if you're interested in watching that, then click that and I will see you in the next video.